Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce to you guys Dennis and Stacy Cochardo and their three daughters. And if they'd like to come up now, they're going to do a quick introduction and a short PowerPoint. We had the pleasure of meeting them when we went up in 22. So we went up and worked at Kingdom AmeriCorps. We met Dennis and Stacy, and we told them if they are ever back in the States and coming around to visit churches, we'd really like to host them. So we worked that out, and now they are going to do an introduction and tell you a little bit about themselves and their mission.
All right, well, good morning. We are excited to be here this morning. We appreciate the opportunity just to introduce ourselves to you. This has actually been a long time coming. We actually met John and some of the other folks that might be here today. Who all has been up to Kingdom AmeriCorps in the room? All right. So our connection with this church really started back in the summer of 2022, and so here we finally are, and we're just excited to be here and just tell you a little bit about our background and kind of who we are a little bit. But first, my wife will introduce you to our family.
I might be technologically not advanced, so if we could go to the next, there we go. Thank you so much. I tried and it didn't work. Good morning, everybody. We're so glad to be here. We're the Cochardo family, and we have 6 kids, and 3 boys first and 3 girls second, and the 3 girls are still living in the house. The next one, please. Our oldest is Dennis Michael, and he got married this June to Naja. They live in Washington State. He is an IT guy with the Navy, and they're supposed to be relocating to Maryland, but Navy and orders they don't move efficiently sometimes, so we're just waiting to still see when that's going to be. Next slide, please. Our second is Evan. He got engaged in October to Bree, and he is a machinist and lives in Pennsylvania, and Bree is a OT therapist with little kids in the school system. Next slide, please. Our third born is Ian. He got married in January to Poppy, and he works in concrete forms, and Poppy works at a dentist office, and they just announced that they're expecting our first grandchild next June. So that's exciting. We've had a busy year. Yay, babies. Next slide, please. And the 3 girls, Emma, Lynn, and Clara. Emma graduated in May of this last year. Lynn is in 11th grade, and Clara is in 9th grade, and we are very busy, as you can see, holding lots of babies, doing lots of work. And I think that's it, right? The next slide. And there we go. That's all for me.
Okay, so just a quick background on how we got into missions. We're originally from upstate New York. We've been in Alaska full-time since June of 2023, but back in 2019, we were in New York, raising our family, going to a great church there, homeschooling. I was working a full-time job. I have a career in CNC machining, and so we were just doing our thing, living life, and I read the book Radical by David Platt, and the Lord just really used that to there's a great God story behind all that, which I won't share this morning, but he just used that book to change our lives and to send us into missions, really. And that's the Reader's Digest version of that story. I'd love to share more of it. If anybody wants to know, feel free to ask us. We'll be around afterward and sometime this afternoon. Our roles at Kingdom AmeriCorps, for those that don't know what Kingdom AmeriCorps does, just real quick, Kingdom AmeriCorps trains missionary pilots to go into far, far isolated places to reach people with the gospel. That's what we do there. Stacy and I, when we came on board, they created 2 new roles for us. Stacy is in charge of hospitality, and I do human resources and staff support, so I support all the other missionaries. And so these roles were brand new to Kingdom AmeriCorps, and the reason they created them is because of the growth that's been going on. So Kingdom AmeriCorps looks totally different than it did just 7 to 10 years ago. There was maybe a handful of staff, 2 or 3 staff. Now there's 12, and there's 2 that are looking to come on board, so we're growing. And then we've gone from maybe 2 or 3 flight students throughout an entire year to where this year we're training 20. And we're doing it year-round, which is something we've never done. And so the Lord's really been growing Kingdom AmeriCorps, and so we are excited about the future. It's a whole new place. It was founded by Dwayne King from upstate New York, and it's just there is vision for us to grow to 60 flight students instead of 20. So it's a whole new place, and we are excited to be a part of it. We're looking forward to the future, and yeah, we're just excited about what the Lord's going to do. Thank you.